Hello everybody, how's it going today? It's Frankie here and I'm back from my friend's house. Had a bit of quite a long journey to get back. There was issues with the trains and stuff like that. And I will be posting, this video will get posted probably either tomorrow or someday this week. It's just that it's got to sort the Wi-Fi and stuff like that. But I'm recording this video now so it's saved on the gallery so that I can just go back to it and actually put it on YouTube. So yeah, and I gotta say that match for me, I didn't really feel anything from it. I kind of expected City to respond because we're the perfect team for that, right? They had back-to-back losses. There's no way they were going to do that against us. And that was the case. I did expect 1 or 2 goals from us. There was moments in that game where we deserved to score 1 at least. And I'm just going to go through it. I don't know, I might miss some stuff out here and there. We had a moment in the first half. I thought first half was quite compact, quite good. A bit sloppy from both teams, a bit edgy. Tiny bit of fire into it, and not end to end necessarily, but cancelling each other out. You had Sesko with a shot which was not too bad. Donovan had to make a calm save, I guess. And then City, we got done by a good piece of quality in the first half. Doku going past the defence, it wasn't really bad defending, it was just great skill. You can't defend that. Our players tried in that first half. And it went in from Phil Foden, good goal. And I was just like, yeah, they're going to have times like that. I thought Haaland won rings around us. I thought City were good defensively. They were compact as well at the back. They defended better than we did. I could see the quality showed in City's team compared to us. Right, we are in the middle of a rebuild. We're having players that are struggling. So yeah, these things are going to happen. So I expected it. There's not really much to report in the first half apart from poor passing. The final third was poor in that first half. But I thought the first half wasn't that bad. We just needed to be a bit confident. And I don't know what Diallo is doing necessarily when he was trying to spectacular. You do realise if he would have hit that, it probably would have went in net. What are you doing, Diallo? Shoot. Don't go for the spectacular. Well, yeah, you're not the greatest player in the world, You're a good player, but you're not that great. Good Lord. I mean, shooting, and I don't know what he was trying to do there. That was probably the end. That was not really much to tell in the first half. Second half, I thought we started well. We actually went forward a bit. When we tried to pass, City players defended. I know people say it was comfortable. We unsettled them just a bit here and there. We had shots out wide. I don't know, man. It was just I thought Diallo wasn't too bad. I thought Dorgu, again, bit frustrating. Again, we should have scored somewhere, but then City, we got outdone by another good piece of play. Well, we got done by another good piece of play from City. I feel like, I gotta say, was a Doku, that player, he was just immense. We couldn't handle him. People are blaming Shaw. Has nobody seen what Haaland's been doing for the last few years? No defense can handle him. When Doku gets going, no one can handle him. I don't blame Shaw for playing a bit poor today. I thought that Matsuari was a bit frustrating to say the least. I mean, we had an opportunity to score at least 1 or 2 goals. We again messed up, and it was just a good finish from Haaland. You can't really say anything to that. And then they get a third. I don't know how long it was from Haaland again. Good piece of play. They kind of cut us open a little bit, but it was just great pieces of play. City had to play really well today to get those goals too. Yeah, they had a hard enough opportunity to get a hat trick, but it hit the post. Another opportunity for a goal went wide. But we had moments too. Don't be looking at that 3-0 and thinking it was a cruise for City. Look at that 3-0 and look at the highlights. We had opportunities again. And Bremo has a shot. What happens? Guess. Keeper saves. Oh, it wouldn't be a defeat for us if it wasn't a keeper making a fantastic save. I think Bremo was the only one that was trying his best out there. I mean, Fernandes was nowhere to be seen. We got Diallo trying to work hard. We got at least, I think Matsuari was okay. Ugarte nowhere to be seen. But Bremo and Dorgu, they were trying. At least for Bremo, he looks like he's going to get a goal. I don't remember Hoyland ever having the confidence to try and shoot on goal like that. Again, and Bremo has another chance, and he puts it over the bar. Not gonna hate on him for that. He's not been too bad for us. He's had that goal against Ben. He may have got one goal. The goals are gonna come for him. If we were against keepers that went of Donnarumma's professional, say the least. Yeah. What else? What other shot? We had Doggy that had a shot wide, and then a Pascal. I don't know who it was. Diallo, whoever it was. Casemiro. Oyster just put into a net, and it came at him too quick. And Burma with another chance, it just came if it went wide. We could have had at least 2 goals there today. I expect United to actually take an opportunity. I didn't expect them to draw. A draw wouldn't hurt. I would have wanted to go in there winning. And what annoys me the most is that Tottenham cruised it there. You had Brighton that beat City that got beat at Bournemouth. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what it is. It's like we're cursed. You know, we have these great opportunities, and what happens? Nothing. The goalkeeper has to make a fantastic save. I have no idea. I really don't. I'm not giving up on this team. And obviously the United fans left because we were 3-0 down. If it was at 2-0 and we nicked a goal, they would have stayed. Guarantee it. If we would have scored there today, I would have been sitting here thinking, okay, we scored. At least we looked like scoring. It was 3-0, but we still have a bit of a goal to score. You know, people are looking at that and thinking United's finished. This is the worst United team ever. Chill out. That's as if you lost 4 games in a row. You got to chill out. This is the only hammering we've taken this season. We should be having only 1 defeat. So City had to win that just to get above us. Bear that in mind too. And it kicks out their season. They could win the league ahead of Liverpool for all we know. So this could be an important win for them. Yeah, what can I say? City just defended superbly. You know, like, we just got it done by quality. I think when it came to 2-0, they just turned on the style. I think when they start 1-0, again, a moment we needed a quality, we didn't get quality. You know, I'm not going to look at that and be disheartened. I'm going to look at that and think, we do look like scoring. How often are we going to score? And these United players are messing around like we have opportunity, that we have time. For God's sake, you're playing against one of the best teams in the world. And you're taking your time trying to shoot. We had the odd moment where we were through on goal in that first half. I know one of them was offside, but we had one moment there where we were through on goal. Oh my God, I think it was, who was it? Sesko, whoever it was. All he needed to do was go around the keeper and shoot. Keepers are cruising against us. City were there for the taking to concede. I mean, if City I think plays Arsenal away coming up soon, Arsenal would get 2 or 3 past them. They really would. You know, Tottenham only got beat them 2-0 because City would fail at the back and they took an opportunity and they defended well. United, they're not doing the basics. But we the only teams we got beat by is City and Arsenal this season. And Arsenal at home should have been at least a draw. So there's hope and promise. It's just we got outdone by quality again. Of course, you're investing a team for the title. They're going to do that to a team that's not going to win the title. You know, some of these United fans are acting as if we've been doing this every single year. What? Those seasons that we finished top 4 was the worst United teams? Get out of here, man. At least when we finished in top 4 those seasons, we actually had something about us. So we actually winning games and getting results. This ain't the worst team I've seen. This is far from the worst team. You could say the last season was the worst team I've ever seen. You know, it was a lot worse than this. Let's be honest. We probably wouldn't even finish bottom half. You know, yeah. Our next match is Chelsea at home. We need a result against them, a Big 6 team. We need it because Chelsea. I mean, we keep saying, oh, Chelsea's always going to win at Old Trafford. When? They won this in 2013. It could be their time, but this has to be the time where we need to get a result against a Big 6 team. I think we need to show we can compete. Against Arsenal at home, I thought we were good. We just got outdone by a robbery of a goal, and Arsenal would never look like scoring another goal. So, if we can do that against Arsenal, we should do something against Chelsea. I know people say it's different opposition. It don't matter. It's against a tough opponent, and United usually offer tough opponents like this, especially at home. So I'm kind of intrigued to see how this one goes. But if Cunha was playing today, I think Cunha would have caused City loads of issues. I did say City, it would have been a close game if Cunha would have been playing as well. And it could have been 3-2. How could have been close? It's just the chances letting me down, man. You could have scored 1 or 2 there. Would have been an interesting game. But when it went to 3-0, I was like, yeah, no point of trying, is there? You know, we did try 1-0 down. We still couldn't make the most of it. And that's what happens in football. You get a damn good piece of quality. So yeah, but Cunha being injured is a massive blow to us because he provides pace. That City defense, they didn't play against anyone today, so that's why they didn't get found out, right? If they were playing against a bit more of a striker with pace, kind of like a Salah or whoever else, they would have got outdone. So yeah, I would say City have to be careful, but they need to strengthen out the back a bit more. That I've noticed, but with us, well, we just need to take our chances because defending well won't matter if we don't score goals. Bear that in mind too. So I would say there's minor things to fix, but we definitely like we're going to be winning games just by not a big of a margin as City, Liverpool, Arsenal, and Chelsea have been doing. Well, Chelsea have been winning games by high margins, but you know what I mean on that one. So yeah, I think that's it for this video. Like I said earlier, I don't know when I'll be posting this. I do hope it's sometime this week because I don't want to be getting confused with the type of videos that I've been recording. Is that okay, which match is this I spoke, which match is that I've spoken about. So yeah, it will be uploaded, just not sure when, but you'll know when it's uploaded anyway. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, please give a like, comment, share when you know, subscribe and hit the notification below, as I'll see you in my next video.